What if your thoughts weren't enough to manifest what you want? What if the real key was how you feel, quietly, consistently, beneath the surface of everything you say? In this video, you'll discover the secret behind Tesla's 369 wisdom and how silent manifestation isn't powered by repetition, but by resonance. I'll show you why feeling is the true signal and how aligning thought with emotion is what calls your reality into form. If you've been trying to think your way into results, this may be the shift you've been waiting for. Thought and emotion are not separate. They are twin currents in the river of creation. Your thoughts carry direction, like an electric signal reaching outward, while your emotions pull, like a magnetic field, drawing the outer world into form. One sends, the other attracts. Together, they become vibration, and it is vibration that speaks to the field, not your words alone. Neville Goddard often said that imagination is the beginning of all creation, but without feeling, it is only a shadow. Thought gives shape, but feeling gives it substance. Imagine placing an order without belief. It never arrives, but when you think with clarity and feel it as truth, the universe hears you. Not because you repeated it, but because you became it, emotionally and energetically. This is the secret behind silent manifestation. In the quiet, your thoughts grow clearer, but your feelings grow louder. You begin to sense what you're actually sending out, not what you hope for, but what you vibrate. And when thought and emotion align, the signal becomes unmistakable. Every thought you hold generates a subtle electrical impulse, not just in your brain, but throughout your energy field. Thought is not just an idea, it's a signal sent outward into the unseen. It shapes intention, provides structure, and defines the direction of your desire. In this way, your mind becomes the architect, building blueprints that the universe quietly reads. Imagine turning on a light in a distant tower. That flash is your thought, illuminating what could be, broadcasting your intention into the matrix of potential. But without an emotional current to support it, the light flickers and fades. Electric thought begins the manifestation process, but on its own, it's not enough. It must be paired with the magnetic pull of feeling to draw anything into form. In the practice of silent manifestation, thoughts become cleaner, sharper. Without speaking, without rushing, you begin to sense what you're truly projecting. Are your thoughts aligned with what you seek, or are they broadcasting fear dressed in hope? When you become aware of the electric charge behind your thoughts, you begin to choose them with power. If thought is the signal you send out, then feeling is the force that calls it back. Emotions are magnetic by nature. They don't just express your state, they attract experiences that resonate with it. When you feel something deeply, it anchors into your vibration, turning abstract thought into lived energy. This is where silent manifestation finds its pull, in feeling, not in noise. Think of a magnet beneath a table pulling metal filings into place. You don't see the magnet's force, but the pattern it creates is undeniable. Your emotional frequency works the same way. The stronger and steadier the feeling, the more clearly the outer world begins to respond. If your desire is electric, your feeling is the magnet, and together they shape the form. Neville Goddard spoke of living in the end, not just imagining success, but feeling its reality as if it already existed. This is the essence of energy-frequency alignment. In silence, when distractions dissolve, feeling becomes sharper, and it is in that still emotional current that the world quietly begins to bend around your inner state. Thinking alone is like sketching a dream on air, intricate, but too light to take form. You can visualize, plan, and imagine all you want, but if there's no emotion behind it, the energy doesn't hold. The universe isn't responding to your thoughts in isolation. It's responding to what you feel about them. Without that magnetic charge, your thoughts drift, unanchored. Many people believe they're manifesting because they're thinking positively, but behind those thoughts might be doubt, fear, or urgency. That contradiction weakens the signal. It's like tuning a radio while playing static. The message doesn't come through. This is where vibration and manifestation meet, not in mental repetition, but in vibrational coherence. Silent manifestation reveals the truth. What you feel in stillness reveals your real alignment. You can't fake frequency. When you sit in silence and your desire feels natural, grounded, and already present, you know you've bridged the gap between thought and form. And that bridge is built not by thinking more, but by feeling right. While thought initiates the desire, it is feeling that roots it. Emotion gives your vision weight. It grounds the intangible into something the universe can reflect. This emotional resonance becomes your vibrational anchor, the steady signal beneath the noise, holding your desired state even when the outer world hasn't caught up. Without it, manifestation drifts. With it, it magnetizes. In silent manifestation, you're no longer trying to convince yourself aloud. You're tuning in, deeply and quietly, to what already feels true. Feeling doesn't need to shout, it simply holds. And the more consistently you embody that inner sensation of fulfillment, the more solidly your vibration broadcasts that truth. You're no longer waiting for change. You are the change. Energy frequency alignment lives in this state. It's the felt sense of being aligned, even before results appear. That feeling becomes a field around you, subtle but influential. And it is from that field that life begins to shape itself to match the still certainty within. When thought and feeling move as one, your entire energy field becomes coherent. The mind sends out intention, but the heart gives it life. If they're misaligned, if you think yes but feel no, your vibration is mixed and manifestation becomes scattered. But when thought and emotion meet in harmony, a powerful current flows. This alignment is the secret behind magnetic creation. This is what heart coherence means. The emotional and mental bodies vibrating in sync. Science has begun to map this, but mystics have long known it. When the heart believes what the mind imagines, creation accelerates. Silent manifestation thrives in this space. You're not thinking one thing and feeling another. You've become a unified frequency. Tesla understood this on an energetic level. He knew the universe responded not to your effort, but to your frequency. When your thought and feeling are aligned, you become a clear signal. There is no resistance, no contradiction. And in that vibrational clarity, the field responds, faithfully and fast. Stillness is not just peace, it is amplification. In silence, emotion is no longer competing with noise or thought loops. It expands. You begin to feel more clearly, more deeply, and more honestly. Without words, without effort, your emotional frequency sharpens, becoming the quiet force that carries your desire into the unseen. This is the sacred power behind silent manifestation. Think of water disturbed by motion. You can't see your reflection, but once it's still, clarity returns. Stillness reveals what you truly feel, and once you can feel it, you can direct it. The heart becomes louder, the signal more coherent. The law of vibration doesn't need volume, it needs harmony. And silence creates the perfect environment for that harmony to emerge. This is why deep manifestation isn't noisy or dramatic. It's felt. Tesla's understanding of frequency was rooted in this very principle, that power lies in refined resonance. When you feel with clarity in stillness, your emotional field becomes a beacon, and what that beacon attracts begins to arrive, quietly and precisely. Visualization becomes transformative when it's infused with emotion, and in silence, this fusion becomes seamless. You're not just picturing a scene in your mind, you're feeling yourself inside it. The texture of the moment, the calm certainty, the joy of it already being yours, all of that creates a living vibration. And that vibration does the manifesting, not the image alone. Begin simply, sit in stillness, close your eyes, and bring to mind your desire. Now feel the version of you who already lives it. What does your breath feel like in that life? What surrounds you? Let your body and energy respond, even if subtly. This is silent manifestation, thought, feeling, and presence in harmony. No words needed, just resonance. This is what Neville Goddard called the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Tesla would call it frequency alignment. You become a silent broadcast tower, not forcing reality to change, but inviting it to respond. And as this practice becomes familiar, so does the state of being you've always longed to live in. The final step in manifestation is no longer thinking about your desire. It's living from the end. This doesn't mean pretending, it means embodying. When you hold the vibration of your fulfilled desire as your natural state, you no longer wait for it. You become the frequency that draws it in. The outside world must then match the energy you've silently claimed. Tesla understood this through the science of resonance. Like attracts like, when frequencies align. Neville Goddard taught it as living in the end. In truth, they were saying the same thing. Manifestation happens when you vibrate as if it's done. Silent manifestation allows this shift to settle in deeply, without noise, without effort, just pure being. You are no longer chasing a result. You are becoming the field in which that result lives. Thought and feeling united, amplified in stillness, broadcast through your presence. And when you live that frequency fully, reality follows. So, how do you feel about your desires now? Are your thoughts aligned with that feeling? Or are they still waiting for permission to believe? What would change if you stopped thinking about your dream and started feeling from it? Let's go deeper together. Share in the comments what resonated most with you today. Which part of this teaching helped you feel more aligned? And if this message spoke to you, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you'll never miss a moment of silent manifestation and vibrational mastery.